Yo guys, and welcome to ManLikeMorrison, and it has been a little while since I've brought out a video. I'm sorry, I'm back on track now. Promise. So today I just wanted to do like a talky, vloggy one, and it's about a question that I get asked all the time. Why ManLikeMorrison? Why is that the name which has been chosen? Because if any of you have been on any of my social media profiles, or you know me, then you will know that my name has neither man or Morrison or even like in it. There's none of that. I'm not a Morrison. My second name isn't Morrison, it's Young. My first name isn't Morrison, it's Alex. So I thought that I would explain to you and tell you a little story about how that name came about. I've just finished sixth form, but when I just started, there was PE, there were PE lessons, and I chose for my PE football because I'm a big football fan. I like playing, I like watching, whatever, so I wanted to play football. But as many of you know, PE in sixth form does not involve a kit. You don't have to wear the maroon blazer. That's just uniform, normal. That's not a... You don't have to wear any of that stupid stuff, none of the stupid uniform. You get to wear what you want. And so it's a point when people's loyalties become very clear. I myself, big Reading fan, and so I decided that I needed to wear my Reading shirt to prove that I am a loyal royal. That's what we're called. And I had the shirt from that season because I had a season ticket, so I'd been wearing it at games, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna don this one for the day. I'm gonna wear this. I'm gonna let people know exactly who I am. And so I will show it to you quickly. Great shirt, good colours, love it, love it. And on the back of the shirt was my favourite player, Sean Morrison. Is that going to be backwards? No, it wouldn't be back. No, what stupid. I feel like such an. No, it's because I'm looking in a mirror. That's the dumbest thing I've ever said in my life. Blimey. And so it got to that point when people were able to pick teams. Everyone else got chosen. I was just standing there like, yeah, you're right. And I was new, so nobody knew my name. I wasn't actually quite picked last, but you know, I wasn't the first to be picked, but you know. And so the team which picked me, the captain was like, "Oi, Morrison," because it was on the back of my shirt. So, you know, it's a fair connection to make. And the rest of that day, every time anybody wanted me to pass the ball or make a run or whatever, they'd be like, "Morrison, run, Morrison, pass," whatever. And they all started calling me it. Even the teacher called me it. I was like, "My name's Alex, it's not Morrison. Like, what are you doing? What are you saying? Like, call me by my name, please. It's on the register." So we go off of the football pitch, and I'm like, that life's behind me. I am no longer Morrison. Morrison is not my identity. And I go into school the next day. "Oh, you're right, Morrison?" Great. And so for the next 2 years, I became known by quite a few people as Morrison, and it came to the point at which I had to decide what my YouTube name was going to be, and I thought, well, I could do something with Morrison. Like, you know, I'd grown to actually quite like it. You know, it's a nickname. Nicknames are cool, and very few people have proper nicknames. People try and assign themselves nicknames. So you got like, "Oh, I'm a really fast runner, so you call me Sporticus," and everyone's like, no, never, ever gonna do that. But I wasn't just gonna call myself Morrison, because if you search Morrison into YouTube, then there's gonna be 1,000,001 different people. Also, I didn't wanna do a username with numbers in, because if people were like, "Oh mate, what's your channel?" I would be like, "Oh, my channel is Morrison115821 noon." No, noon? Noon's not a number. 9, I meant 9. People would just be like, "Oh, okay," and then they might try and search for me, but they just wouldn't find me because they wouldn't remember the name. So I was like, I've got to have something kind of snappy that works, that has no numbers in it. And so ManLikeMorrison came about because I was using the man-like kind of British slang thing, which means like, I like, or I am, slang, you can just make it up, really. I think it is pretty snappy, I think it does work, and I think it does stick in people's heads, you know? ManLikeMorrison, ManLikeMorrison, ManLikeMorrison. You can just dive it into conversation, like subliminal messaging, just like, "Oh, Susie, how you doing? ManLikeMorrison." Just in there, like a little earworm. However, what I didn't take into account was how actually unavailable ManLikeMorrison seems to be on a lot of social networks. ManLikeMorrison, you can't have it on Snapchat because it's too long. I've got it on Twitter, Instagram, I have to be a ManLikeMorrison because ManLikeMorrison has been taken by some guy in, I don't know where. Not happy, mate. Not happy. Got the Facebook, got the YouTube, got the Beme. There's always gonna be the annoying fact that I can't have it on my Instagram, which just makes me a lot more angry than it should. But anyway, I hope you guys have liked this video. If you have, remember to give it a thumbs up, remember to comment, remember to subscribe, share it around. As I've kind of already plugged in my videos, I do have a lot of other social media to go and look around, so go head into the description and it will all be there. Click it, follow it, subscribe, it all helps me out so much. Thank you so much for watching again, guys, and I will see you when I see you. Peace out, Ombre Rays!